down here. We can close the last TikTok. Jesus! Oh my god, he did incredible. He boosted by like 6,000 likes. That's crazy. I knew he said he was going to boost it, but my god, he was not joking. That's incredible. And I need to thank him. That's awesome. Also, 41 diamonds. That's pretty neat. Ah, cool. Neat. Anyways, okay, let's pop out chat. Bring the chat down to here. Oh, actually, I should take a picture. Just so that you guys can see, like, on the Discord what, like, literally how my thing works. Okay, so just while I'm waiting for people to cycle through, come back. Hey, Shiny. This is Baldur's Gate 3. Have you not played... Have you heard of Baldur's Gate 3? Or played Baldur's Gate 3? You should have. Yeah, I need to... Because unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that the mods are going to be, like, all broken. Because of this. Nope. Oh, it's good. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. So I posted it in the Discord. So like my chat is on a secondary screen to the bottom, and then I have the main thing. But yeah, so Baldur's Gate 3, it's basically D&D. It's super fun, but it's very graphic and like resource intensive. Here, I need to update all of the mods though. I think I have like almost close to I either have like 80 or 100 mods on this thing. Okay. I didn't want you to delete a file. I wanted you to update a file. What the hell? Yeah, so 103 mods. Jesus. And I'm sure some of them are broken. So yeah, I was just messing around with... Yes, because there was a massive update. Okay. So Shiny, this is going to be a fun one to watch. So I'm going to be playing on Tactician because it's super fun. Tactician is also the hard... Actually, all things considered, I'm not going to be doing Tactician because that's bullshit. We're going to be playing on Balanced. Because Tactician I actually wipe on. So I need, like, people to play with me to do that. But yeah, no, watch the video, Shiny. Because the intro videos are really good. Goofy Twitter, if I... to see people freaking out about the new episode. Yeah. Oh, so did a new episode just drop, Vix? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's going to be... The blowout on that is going to be huge. Yeah, talk about body horror. Did you see how the floor is, like, squishy and flesh? Gotcha. Oh, no. If you have a new episode for, like, for, like, your show that you're really into, definitely watch that. I'm not going anywhere. Like, you can always hop on a stream later. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Squishy, squishy floors. Yum. No, what I really love are the parasites that they put into your brains through your eye channels. Yeah, those are fun. Mm. Oh, it's a grub. Extra protein. Yum. Oh, look at that. You just bite the head off and then you suck out the gelatinous guts. Mmm, yum. Yummy stuff. Mmm. And then it starts eating your brain from the inside out. Ugh. Talk about body horror. Fucking gross. Who are you? Don't reset. Okay. So, Baldur's Gate 3, for those who are not aware, it is a RPG that is based off of Dungeons and Dragons. Now, given that I have 103 mods running, this handles nothing like the original Baldur's Gate, nor like regular D&D. This goes crazy hard. So, there are default characters that... So there are 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 characters that we encounter in the game. Now, we can choose to start as one of those 6, but we will encounter them in the game if we don't choose to play at them. So there's Astarion, Lae'zel, Gale, Shadowheart, Will, and Karlach. And then there's the Dark Urge, which this is player only, so we will never encounter this again. Race. So I am super modded, like I said. So normally you can play as anything up to a Dragonborn. So you can play as an elf. You can play as a tiefling, which is a devil, literally from the hells. You can play as a drow, which is a dark elf. You can play as a human. You can play as a Githyanki. You can play as a dwarf, a hairy little dwarf. You can play as a half-elf. Shadowheart, because warrior cat name. Shadowheart's actually one of the characters I keep in my party at all times. So usually when I play this game, I choose to keep Shadowheart as a healer. And then Karlach is who I, like, try to romance. Just because I love Karlach as a character. She's really cool. Anyways. We can be a halfling, like Bilbo. We can be a gnome. We can be a dragonborn, which this is usually my character. And we can play as a half-orc. Now, this is where the mods start. We can also be a bugbear. We can be a goblin. Oh, okay. I need to fix the nudity thing. Hold on. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of races. So there's a kobold, and there is nudity in the game, so I need to turn that off. So, but you can do, like, again, the mods. Or you can be a half owl. So you can be an owl person. Which is fun. But yeah, we're going to go to... We're going to turn off that, because that's not good. Like, if I was doing a mature stream, I would leave the nudity on because I don't care. But I'm also really worried about... Well, that's right. I do have Twitch integration, speaking of which. So, for those of you watching on Twitch, you guys can actually affect the gameplay. So, you guys will be able to vote on dialogue options. You can, like, pick options that you would recommend I do, stuff like that. Like, you can... It's really neat. Anyways. Cross-save, no. Where is... Is it under video? It should not be. Interface, accessibility. Down by the river. Okay, so I might have to go back to the main menu to change that. Yeah, so you guys can actually interact with stuff. Although, if you have this on PC, so like when you get your computer shiny, you could actually play. Okay, gosh damn it. Where is the nudity option? Because I really should not have that active. Uh-huh. I might actually have to look up how to turn off nudity in Baldur's Gate. Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up. Gosh damn it. I don't like to do that, but... Alright, hold on. How to disable nudity for streaming. One of the first times you load the game. Under options. Yes, okay, so it's under options. I believe on the first page, just scroll down. Oh. Okay, but it's not under options. No, I don't care. Dude, I'm 36. Like, there is a lot worse stuff in my search history than how to disable nudity in Baldur's Gate 3. Probably should. Vic, don't you save that. I did. I looked it up, but it's like, it's not coming up, is the thing. Karmic Dice. Input mode. No. I have no idea what you're talking about. Although Jade did provide me with a link to the Boozy Oozy comic, which was quite delightful. I enjoyed that a lot. That was very fun. Very artistically drawn. Animation, level of detail. No. Gosh damn it. It should be in here somewhere, and it's not, and it's pissing me off. There should be an option to just disable that. And why is it not a thing? It says it's like a pop-up. Oh, there we go. So there we go. So yeah, that's disabled and that's disabled. So yeah. Oh, it's because it's a mod. That's why. I should not do tactician because I'm just going to die a lot and I'm going to get very angry. But yeah, no, Shiny. I'm 36. I'm not worried about my search history because like the thing is if the government or whoever really, not to scare you, if the government really wants to track down what you're looking at, clearing your search history is not going to save you. Like, they are going to find whatever you were looking at, and if it's illegal, you're screwed. Like, there's nothing you can do. But yeah, so you can also be like a Warforged, you can be like a... And these are things you're not supposed to actually get, but you can do a whole bunch of stuff. It's very cool. But I like being a Dragonborn. No. They're not robots. They're little beings with like bladed wings that fly around and they have stabby tails full of like acid. I'm pretty sure. Fix you, right? Trying to turn. God damn it. Birds aren't robots. They're murder drones, little murder drones flying around in disguises. I could see Ed doing that. Just he's flying around as a bird, just pretending to be a bird, stealing bread from old ladies. He's a prankster. Okay, so Baldur's Gate 3. So there are in the base game there are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know why I counted that alone. There's 12 base classes that you can run as. And then Uzi is one of the hawks that's like basically bothering the pigeon, not to kill it, but just annoying the heck out of him. So there's a barbarian. So over here we have the basic recommended stats. So each stat does something different. So it kind of explains everything. So like for a barbarian, the primary stat is strength. So you can also be a bard who is like they go through music. They're very charismatic. You can be a cleric who is mostly a healer, but they can do a whole bunch of other stuff. Druid deals with nature. Fighter is the straightforward, I'm going to punch stuff until it dies. Sorry, I'm going to stab things or beat things to death with a mace until it dies. Monk is I'm going to punch things until they die. Paladin is I'm going to draw on my god's power to kill things until they die. Ranger is I'm going to shoot things until they die. Rogue is I'm going to stab you from the shadows in surprise until you die. Sorcerer is I'm going to pull on my bloodline to cast magic at you until you die. Warlock is I'm going to summon a pact with an ancient godlike deity to kill you until you die. And Wizard is I'm going to read a book, learn a whole bunch of spells, and then kill you with magic. But then we have all of these modded classes, including stuff like Batman, Batgirl. I have stuff from like solo leveling, so like the Shadow Monarch. We have oh, what's another popular? Yeah, so we have the Tensura class. So you can play as Rimuru Tempest, you can play as Milim Nava, Shuna, Shion, Sohei, Diablo, Raphael, Veldora, and Geld. Stuff like that. Like, it's super fun. I loved it. This game is just so much fun. I keep making new characters. That's the problem. So, I'm going to be playing as a warlock. Why? Because I can. So then we get cantrips. So cantrips can be cast every level. Or cantrips can be cast for free. They don't require spell slots. That could be fun. Dragon Ancestor. Actually, we're not going to do Dragon Scales. Oh, actually, so here's what we're going to do. I am going to play as a Tiefling instead. So, Warlock, our spells haven't changed. Dragon Ancestor. But we're going to do... class. So this character, he actually got his powers. So normally you only have the Fiends, the Old One, and the Archfey. I have other things on here that are all mods, but we're going to go off of the Celestial. So there was a godlike, like a good being that gave this character his power. Also, I'm going to make a lot of people get very angry because I don't play this how you're supposed to. I don't min-max, which is definitely a thing. Okay. So I'm not that worried about Dex, if I'm being honest. I know I don't need intelligence. I do want some wisdom, though. We also technically don't need strength because we'll get strength. Okay. So now we edit our appearance.
It's opened. I wonder what's back there.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so the character is a human, though, that is being turned into a dragon, is the idea. Now, I don't like the idea of them being a dragon, though, so no, it's not this one. Now, there's a particular... Is it this one? No. Just gonna have to go through them all. Oh, there it is. Yep, there we go. And then, so, if you're... keep in mind, like, the game is fully... So you can actually change your genitals and stuff, and, like, you can see characters naked and things like that if you don't turn it off, so... Okay, then, because we're going to go full-blown characters, so... we're going to do this. So the right eye is going to be blue because that is his normal eye color. And then this eye is going to be like so. Actually, we need to change this a little bit. Hey, thank you for the follow, Gales. Oh, and that's my phone ringing. Because I might end up having to leave, like now. $16, so 11. Oh. So it's picking up at 11 a.m. and delivering... That's actually not bad. Because if I turn it down, technically it's under... Yeah, sure. I'm actually going to accept that. So I might have another phone call here in a second. Yeah, no, I'll definitely be online afterwards. But I want to change the eye color. That's closer to my actual eye color, so... Nope, we don't do that. Hair... I actually prefer a very specific hairstyle. Just because I like having that. Unfortunately, the hair all looks terrible. Yeah, because we're gonna have to do a voice call to like make sure that we can like coordinate the VR stuff if we can do that. But yeah, like some of the hair. So this is like the default hair. Like, look at that. This hair looks fine, but they apparently just didn't do beards, and so like this stuff was all made by like fans, so it's a custom fan mod. Those look fine, but the default hair just looks terrible. So normally he would have facial hair, but he does not. I usually do this one. And then make it black. Confirm. On tip color, we make that bright red. Oh, wait, no, I forgot. We can't. Shoot. Alright, well. Because I don't have access to the thing if I do that, so... Shoot. Okay, well, we don't have to change anything else, so this will be just a quick fix. Because I make this character so much, I know exactly how to do this. It's that one. Because normally I would do this, but then it starts showing on the camera for the in-game sessions, so... Okay. And then for the Guardian, I just randomize. I don't mind dreads, but that looked... Oh, sure, that's fine. Okay, Shiny, this is another one where you want to watch this cutscene because it's really cool. So, remember how we had the little, like, grub thing put into our brain? Well, so apparently that happened aboard a giant tentacle ship that's flying over a town. And then the tentacles touch people and they disappear. And then they're shoved into the pods that we're in. So this is how mind flayers actually reproduce, is they capture people, put those bugs in their brain, or those little grubs, and it turns them into mind flayers. Oh, dragons. And yes, those are people riding the dragons. Oh. Oh, just got bitch slapped by the tentacle. Thump. Thump. So mind flayers are those tentacle creatures, yes, but they do not have genders. So they are asexual. They do not have male or female or any gender at all. So yeah. Yes, exactly. Isn't it? Okay, so we're gonna skip that. So that is where we start off, is that our character wakes up after the explosion, and we stumble out of our pod, and there we are. Oh, I forgot to change our eye color. Whoops. That's fine. We'll fix that later.
My head. No traps, please.
So this is how the game handles, is it's very much so third person, where like you are sitting on the camera view and you tell your character where to go, which is still very fun. What was that ring? Ring of jumping.
At the ready.
Alright. That's fun. Oh god. Yep, I was right. Everything is borked. Like, all the icons are broken. Oof. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to play this because, like, I need to know what my icons look like, and because of the mod, yeah, this isn't going to work. Really quick, Shiny, does it show you, does it let you actually vote on this? I want to see. Like, do you have a way to interact with this? I don't know. Because you should be able to, because Twitch integration is set up, you should be able to vote somehow in the Twitch stream and, like, say, hey, I want you to do this. Does it not give you, like, an option to, like, do it? Hold on. Actually, that's a great point. I can bring up Twitch on my phone. Yeah, it really doesn't give you an option, does it? Hmm. That sucks. Because, like, that was the whole thing. I was so excited with the Twitch interaction to be able to... Nope, that's not it. That is very dumb. How do you... Okay, I'm gonna look this up. Yeah, how to use. Perfect. On your channel. Yeah, but no, that is... Uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh, check the extension is correctly enabled. Okay, so it needs to be enabled on Twitch. So that would explain it. Hmm. Twitch Creative Dashboard. Creator Dashboard. Here we go. That doesn't help. Oh, would it be under Stream Manager, maybe? Hmm. sorry. I'm working on it. I promise. How do I... Oh, wait. Here we go. Stream title. I have no idea. That's really annoying. Okay. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out later. So, but I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to go because I need to, like, I can't figure this out and I need to take care of some stuff. So, also I want to catch up with Vix. So, thank you all so much for watching. I was going to play Baldur's Gate 3 more, but it's the giant update they did very obviously broke the game badly. So, I'm going to just go. So, thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow if I can. Like, I am in service, so I might get a load offer headed out, or I might get a load offer doing something else. So, if I can stream, I will stream. If I cannot, then I will make a quick video and let you guys know. So,